So this is Castle Sychrov in northern Bohemia, and hopefully they will be open. Let's go and have a look. Let's explore a little bit. And there is a beautiful garden. Of course it's fall, autumn, so everything is dying out. But you can imagine how it looks in spring and in the summer. I think the castle is like 500 years old, but we will find out more once we get inside. So I guess we will go in and have a look when the next tour is. So this is under the castle, and it looks like there is some exhibition, children's graphics, or from kids movies. Okay, very cute pictures, but that's all that's to it, I think. So this is the side of the castle that's facing a very impressive garden. Very beautiful park behind the castle. Yeah, let's look at the roof. The beginnings of this castle go back to the 15th century. The estate was owned by various noble Czech families. The most important era of Sychrov starts in 1820, when the first castle was bought by the Rohans, old French family. The first Rohan owner of Sychrov Castle had the house enlarged into a grand chateau in Neo-Gothic style. However, Charles's heir and nephew Camille decided to refurbish the castle into a fashionable Neo-Gothic style influenced mostly by French and English Gothic. And now I think it's time to go in. It looks to me like the tour will be starting shortly. Let's go. I will show you now the last third of the tour. The reason why I will not show you the whole tour is simply because the guide didn't allow me to film. I don't know why exactly, but I had an impression from her, like she had an attitude like, let's get it done and let's get the hell out of here. She was certainly professional, but not really friendly and engaging. In case you think you missed something, well, you did. You did the views, you missed various beautiful art objects, paintings and such, decorations of the rooms and so on. But it was not like the castle is guarding some government secrets or something. I will try to make the best out of the situation and tell you as much as I know. It was an ordinary custom for aristocrats, for couples, to have separated bedchambers. So we basically went through the bedchamber for the Duchess and for the Duke. Then we will eventually go and visit Duke's drawing room, which is kind of like an office, for the lack of a better word. In the fireplace drawing room, the dominant feature is the fireplace. It's Carrara marble mantelpiece. This fireplace gives this room its name, as it is the only fireplace inside the whole building. However, the castle served to the family only as a summer residence, and rooms were heated by warm air circulation. The Duke Camille the one who refurbished the castle into fashionable Neo-Gothic French-style castle, was quite passionate about biology. There he can have the 18th century microscope and a 4-volume encyclopedia called Thesaurus. It was published in early 17th century in Amsterdam, and it contains almost every kind of animals and known by that time, and all illustrations are hand painted. And by the way, they have a library with about 7,000 books in the castle from that time, so that is also pretty valuable and interesting thing to note. Other than that, you can see in the castle a lot of paintings, mostly of family members. Some of the paintings are kind of have been done only in 18th, 19th century, even though they are supposed to depict their family members from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Look at those two paintings. The man on the right is the Duke Camille in a bathrobe. The lady on the left is his mother in a sleeping attire. And you may ask, why is it such a big deal? Well, it is a big deal because aristocracy was not painted like this. When you see any pictures in castles and in museums of aristocratic figures, you see them usually with their absolutely best, very representative clothes. So this was kind of a joke that the Duke and his mother got painted like this, and I bet you will not find anything like this in any other castle in the world. Before we finish the tour, let's have a look at some beautiful stained windows. Really, really amazing. Great artwork. Let's have a look at the formal dining table, how it looked, and of course, if you had food served, you need servants to prepare it somewhere. So this was the place where they prepared the dishes, and this is the end of the tour in the castle. But I'm not done yet. Let's take a quick look at the garden. The garden is huge, it's beautiful as English gardens are, and it must have been fun to live here as an owner, not necessarily as an employee. And it really is something worth visiting. I think I will go to the back because there is a building or a couple of buildings at the end, so it may take me a couple minutes to get there, and we will see what it is. So this is a building on the other side of the park. And now, where do they have their coffee place? Ice cream, coffee, chocolate, wine, sandwich, and some pastry. And you can sit here and enjoy the view of the castle on the opposite side of the park. Not bad. Deserted. I am back at the courtyard, and I wanted to mention one more thing before I go. The castle is currently owned by the Czech Republic. The Rohan family, the owners, during the Second World War, when Czechoslovakia was occupied by Nazi Germany, accepted German citizenship, and that's why they lost the property after the war. There was a Czech law that nationalized property of the Germans basically, and Germans were resettled into the Germany. So this is it for today. I hope you liked the video, you liked the tour. Take care and see you next time. Thank you for watching.